Hey everyone, this is Jay from the GamebustersUK. Welcome back to the Let's Play of Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King for the PlayStation 2. My prayers have been answered. You have joined us again, Jay. May the great shepherdess, continue to watch over you. If you feel lost after a long rest, you should turn to your fellow party members for advice. Yeah, in other words, if you pretty much come to a long break, say you don't play this in a week for whatever reason, which in reality would normally happen with me, considering how things are, but because I'm doing a let's play of this, I pretty much, try to prioritize and play games closer as possible. But how I'm doing things at the moment is I'm trying to take the opportunity to record all on the weekend because it's just the best time, and then I'll probably just not play it for an entire week and then come back to on the weekend. So if you get stuck, you can press the start button and talk to your party. Hey, what's going on, Yankees? Calderasha reckons Dolmega's headed south of... Oh, I gotta do a voice, hang on. Caldera... Oh, God.
Hey, Gov, Calderasha reckons Dolmega's heading south of Fairbury. As far as I remember, there's a village called Alexandra down that way. Why don't we try our luck there?
So that's where we're going next. And he also says, oh, he killed Master Rylus? Because apparently Dolmega's was a student of Rylos, who's also a magic user. I don't know if they explained about him being a sage, kinda. I think they kinda do, but yeah, he's a magic user, sage type of person. And apparently he was teaching Dolmega's, but it looks like he wasn't doing so well. That's for sure. Did we? I'm not sure. I didn't actually check if I rested or not. We can go back in. Oh no, we did rest, didn't we? Because they let us stay in that house. So, all right, let's go talk to King Trode.
So, what happened? Did you do what the young girl asked? Well? What? Dolmega's killed Master Rylus? The same Dolmega's we're looking for? That fiend killed his own teacher?
There's a reason for that.
Headed south. Then there's no time to lose. We must go after him at once. Let's be on our way.
Yeah. Now luckily in this part I need to really grind, and maybe in the next part as well, because when we eventually go to the next dungeon there's no boss. The enemies are stronger, but there's no boss. It's actually after the dungeon, but we actually going to get our next party member. Now the good thing about this game, you can say good or bad, is that I would just say there's only 4 party members, which for me I personally prefer, only because, well, just because really, I get a little daunting when I have loads of characters to play as, because it's just a lot of characters to level up. I was like, oh, I guess I have to level up this character because, well, if I don't, he might, become useful. Oh, he put me to sleep, damn it. Yeah, these satyrs, is that how you say it? They can sing a little song and put you to sleep. But, must be so soothing, I suppose. Must be so soothing. So I want to know what experience you guys have with Dragon Quest. If you have any experience with Dragon Quest, let me know in the comment section below. So this is basically it goes for anyone. We want to go this way, don't we? Yeah. Want to go to the southern checkpoint, I believe. That's the candy cats. Do they look like candy? Or maybe they just like candy, I suppose. They're striped. These are the cats I was telling you about, how sometimes they'll just randomly play with themselves and won't attack you. Oh, this game is so great. But nothing we can't handle. We're at level 7. We're pretty good, but we're soon going to go to the new area, so we're going to get some more wild encounters and some new wild encounters. I literally thought that was another encounter right there. I was like, you serious? One thing I forgot to mention is that as the sun rises, you can get some really good reflection of the sun. you know, like shining on different parts of the area, because you can move the camera with the analog stick there, as you see, like there, got, like the lens there of the sun. Really well done. Oh, that's a horse. You can actually, strangely enough, you can interact. I wasn't say talk. You don't talk to the animals. You talk to the monsters, but not the animals. You can interact with most cows. I think every single cow, honestly, and they'll give you milk. Yeah, milk is an item in this game, as well as cheese. So you can actually make cheese as well. So yeah, if you come up to a cow, you can actually just get free milk. And honestly, I don't think it really does anything. It's meant to be used to make something better. So, like I say, you can make cheese, pretty much. I think that's like the only use for it, is literally just making cheese. So I guess we're gonna have an omelette, I suppose. Or just put anything, just put in the comment section anything you can make with cheese, anything that you like is cheesy, just cheese sandwich. Go for something simple. I like omelettes, so I chose omelette. Got a moonwort bulb. I think these, if I remember correctly, you don't get paralyzed. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, well, it cures the entire party. So that's pretty good. The entire party of paralysis. Although I won't really be using that too often because I don't really get paralyzed. I get poisoned more than anything. So now I know there's an enemy over there, and I think there is also a chest over here. I'm just gonna quickly check. There's also technically some chests I could get. I'm not too worried about them because they're not that great. I think the enemy's over there, isn't it? Yeah, the special. They're just not that great, so I figured we'll just go and pick it up when, you know, later on. There is one you could get. There's a Seed of Defense, actually, which I could get, and I could go back any time. It's right up to where February is, so I could just zoom back to February and pick that up. The other one is literally, I'll just say it's a cheap pair of boxes. Yeah, I literally said you can find people's underwear. You can. But you can actually, normally if you find them, you can actually wear them. Although, to be fair, I don't actually think there's a pair of women's knickers. I don't think. There's boxers, but no knickers. I'm pretty certain. The closest you get to women's underwear is just like a bikini, I think. I didn't mean to drop down there. I think there's a chest up here or around here somewhere, if I remember correctly. I did practice this yesterday, but I can't remember 100%. I swear it's around here. I don't have Holy Protection, do I? I just wanted to see if I could maybe just stop encounters. Oh no, I do. Or Holy Water. Let's see if this works. Let's see if we're high enough level. You get like a flash of light, and that's meant to indicate that. So hopefully if we're high enough level, we shouldn't get encounters at all. There it is. And I do think we can open this one. I could be wrong. This might be one of the chests that we that we can't unlock yet. There is 3 types of keys as well. Let's see. Can we unlock this? We can. What is it? Oh, it's just some gold. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take the money. So that's cool. Alright, now we just need to go back to the beaten path. I do like how there's some trees that are like orange, kind of like autumn trees. They stand out a little bit for sure. We want to go back. This world is like, you know, decorated with signs everywhere, so you can just read the sign and it basically just says checkpoint, and this is where we want to go. So to go find that dastardly Dolmegas. But for those of you who haven't played Dragon Quest, if you happen to be watching, I assume you're a fan of RPGs, so let me know what your first RPG was, if you can remember. Like, what's your experience? Is there a chest up there? I don't think there is. What is your experience with your first RPG? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to know. And Jesus Christ, what happened to this gate? If that was him, if that was the Omegas, he must be powerful. Like, jeez. The fencing foxes. I don't know why, but these guys kind of remind me of like of Sly. I don't know why. I don't know why. Sly's a raccoon, but I don't know, just the way they look. But they're actual foxes. The fencing foxes. They look very dazzling, that's for sure. They look the part. Nice. We get some decent experience now. Well, I say decent. I mean, it could be a lot better, I will say that. Any chests, like I said, I do miss, of course, I will come back. Oh, there's one here. But I don't actually know. And the Holy Potion didn't protect us, so... some slime earrings. These are okay, I guess. They're not super amazing. They increase your defense, if I remember correctly. Can any of these dudes? Sure. I'll give it to Yangas, even though he's more tanky, but he does have less defense for now, so... There's all sorts of different accessories. The good thing about this game, but unfortunately it's quite later on, is that you will get like a faster moving speed. So rather than just, you know, zooming everywhere, because you can only zoom where you've been, but it's no good if you're just trying to explore the map. You do get like a faster means of moving on the ground, but it's not for quite a hefty bit. I'm not gonna lie. And it is optional. If I remember correctly, it is absolutely optional. So you could easily just ignore it if you're just like trying to get to the end or just trying to follow the beaten path. Well, I do feel like you can get a little lost in this game when you get a certain travel mechanic where you can just kind of like go almost anywhere. Because the fact that you can pretty much go almost anywhere, you can encounter stronger enemies that you're not necessarily meant to be at that point, but they give you that freedom. They don't really, you know what I mean? They don't really, what's the word? They don't set you on a set path, I suppose is what I'm saying. They don't put you on a set path. So it's like, oh, hey, you can't go here yet. You don't go up to a certain point and they're like, you're going the wrong way. No, they just let you go wherever you want to go. You can deviate from the path as much as you want. As much as the game will let you. Excuse me. Cassette reduces your defense. And we've got these green Drakkies now. The Drak Mages. I see what they did there. I still find it hilarious that some monsters just can't cast MP, especially the, like say the ones that try to cast powerful magic attack and then they actually they can't. I keep forgetting I don't have a world map. I'm just exploring a little bit because I haven't practiced this area, but I don't think there's too much to worry about at the moment. So yeah, if I don't get treasure chests immediately, don't worry, I'll be coming back for them, especially when I get the faster means of movement, because that just makes it so much easier just to blaze through, believe me. Oh. And yes, I'd recommend definitely getting it as well when we get there. And buff is the opposite of Kasap. Well, you have buff and Kabath and Sap and Kasap. Sap is just for one enemy, Kasap is for the whole party, and same with buff. Buff increases. Oh god, he might actually kill me. Don't kill me. Uh oh. And okay, thank god. Heal. Okay, good. Nice. Whew. Yeah, these little hoodlum guys, the Bodkin Archer, they're hitting us pretty hard. So if you're not careful, this dungeon, like just the wild encounters, could screw you over. Like I say, you don't. There's no boss or anything, so you don't have to worry about a boss. I am going the right way, aren't I? I didn't get confused. I think I'm going the right way because I keep exploring, and I don't have a map, so I can't be 100% sure, which is a little bit like, Wait, am I going backwards? I am. Oops. Okay, I was going the wrong way because that's where we came. Oh dear. Well, I'll fight these dudes for now. Actually, let me just heal Yangas. Because why not? Get experience on the way. But I don't want to keep, you know, going for all these encounters. I don't want you guys sitting for all of it. But at least you get to see them. I'll show you my my bestiary book as well, just to show you like the encounters I've got so far. We can also see the boss as well. That geezer. An old geezer. Again, but buff and kabuff status effects, very useful. We will get it eventually, so that's good. Not for a while, but we will. We'll get it eventually. Hey, and Yanga's even leveled up, which means the hero shouldn't be too far behind. The worst thing you want is to have your, like, one of your characters die and everyone else level up, because that means they have to catch up because they don't get the experience because they're dead. But there is something funny, right, about dying in this game. Basically when they die, they go into coffins, so you don't really see it in the world map, but in like other sort of circumstances, like normally when you go into open a door into a town, you normally see the entire party. You see a coffin just being dragged along, and when I mean dragged, I mean no one's moving it. It's just moving on its own. It's kind of creepy, but yeah, they're in a coffin, and then you can resurrect them. So, I believe in Dragon Quest IX, because your whole party's literally behind you, you just see a coffin just following you all the time. It's crazy. But okay, this is the skill point chart. So like I said, but Yangus has got his weapons here, and we could choose to go for axes, and it gives you a bit of description. It says raise the skill to increase your attack power when using axes. As it increases, you will learn special axe techniques such as the devastating but unpredictable Hatchet Man. Yes, Hatchet Man, which I believe becomes the Executioner, which is basically just an instant KO move, because it's a critical. Well, no, okay, that's not true. Calling it an instant KO move would be like Guillotine in Pokemon. That is an instant move. This is an instant, but this is basically you either hit with a critical or you don't hit at all. So to say it's a KO move, it's not true, because that would just insta kill anything. So you can use this on bosses, because it's not instant kill, it's just, you know, you have a chance to get a critical. Hatchet Man is the weaker version, and Executioner is the strongest version. You have to level up axes enough to get it. I will be getting both of them at some point, and I'll probably just go for that right now. Fisticuffs is also useful. I'll try and mix and match. I also like scythes, but I do think axes are more useful overall, in my opinion, because like I say, he's not really a multi-hitter, but if you want a good multi-hitter for Yangus, you're going to need to put some into fisticuffs. I think almost every character can learn this move, but everyone else has some sort of multi-move that they can learn, whereas Yangus doesn't really have it. So if you put some into fisticuffs, he's also can be pretty good, honestly, just as a brawler. He can be pretty good. So one thing to note though is that obviously if you're not equipping an axe, you can't use certain axe moves, but there are certain moves you do learn that you can just use regardless of what weapon you have, so that's great. So I am going the right way, aren't I? Yes, I can see the tower of the next dungeon, but we're not going there quite yet. We will be, but not yet. I haven't muted my mic, have I? No, okay. Alright, cool. We're probably going to get one more encounter. Yeah, what did I say? It's like I knew. Oh, it's these dudes. Which I think, are they the same? Or are they a variant? I think they might be the same as the ones we found in the cave. Don't worry, it's an RPG. You're bound to see a lot of variants. Oh man. Including, spoiler alert, bosses as like mini bosses kind of thing. They're actually, I would say, probably stronger than the actual boss that you fought, but they're just relegated to like normal enemies, but they are stronger. I think they're stronger but like have low HP, if you know what I mean. Oh my god. These guys are pretty strong, so they're either the same or they are different ones. They look almost identical, so I'm gonna have to assume that it is them. Well, hopefully we can get a bit of upgrade in the next place. And I can't 100% remember if we get too like amazing stuff. There is treasure chest, but I can't remember if we get too much amazing stuff in the in that place. Do I want to do swords or do I want to do spears? You can get boomerang again if you want to hit multiple enemies early on. The thing of how boomerangs work is that when you target the first enemy, that will do the most damage, and as it goes along the whole party of enemies, the attacks get weaker. So the one on the far right will get the least amount of damage, so it gets weaker as it goes down the line, essentially. But I don't really use boomerangs too much. You can do early on. I don't really use techniques. I don't really feel like you really need it too much. But swords isn't really that useful, at least not yet. I'm going for spears. Spears also have an instant critical hit move as well, so we'll go for spears. So hopefully we'll get spears soon. I do like using swords. I just feel like the moves aren't too great, and I just don't like the fact that the hero gets Dragon Slash when you don't even fight dragons for like forever. Like, come on. So if we can get a spear, I prefer to prioritize a spear for now. If not, a boomerang. And if not, we'll just go for the sword regardless for now. Alright, let's go to Alexandra as Angus put it. Our next town, village type place. There's literally like one big house. The others are kind of like, well, just like just normal wooden houses, and a church, of course. Pretty much like every place, I think, almost every place has like at least a church, so you can save at least somewhere. There are like literally save stops at places. So, oh, these two look important. Duh.
Who goes there? Don't waste your breath, scoundrels. I can spot bandits a mile off.
Wait, NPCs? Like just general NPCs that have voice acting? My god. I will say, in this game, there's a surprising amount of voice acting. Well, I mean, there's like voice acting for important characters, and these guys are important for this story. Then you pretty much won't hear them ever again, so I guess that's why. But there is a lot of voice acting for just general characters that I'm just like, huh. Like, I just wasn't expecting too many like just general NPCs. I mean, again, a lot of them just kind of get pushed aside very quickly, but they still, you know, I still wasn't expecting. I was expecting it to be more text heavy, but no, it's a surprising amount of voice acting.
It's for Alistair. Come on, Mash, let's get him. Yes, sir, Banger. Prepare to meet your maker.
Oh, looks like we've actually got a battle with kids. I kind of feel bad for attacking them. I like how the shopkeeper on the right, well, the armor guy and the weapon guy just stand there watching like, what are these two doing? By the way, there's pretty much nothing you can do. Regardless of what you do, the battle won't even go anywhere. So, sure, I'm going to attack these defenseless kids.
What on earth are you two rascals up to now? Stop it at once.
Oh, but it was about to get good. I was about to cause a massacre of children. I mean, of course I wasn't going to do that.
Where are your manners? That's no way to welcome travelers. Ow!
Oh, get owned.
Ow!
Bump on the head. Classic.
Miss Jessica asked you to
In
run
this
an
day and
errand
age,
for her, and
you
here
wouldn't be able to
you
do
are
that.
playing around.
Ha! How times have changed.
I forgot. You better run along before Jessica finds out.
Who's this Jessica
Yikes.
though? And their names are bangers and
I'm
mash,
so
so
They don't
yeah.
mean any harm.
Well done, I suppose. I approve of such a pun.
It's just that our village has been through a lot lately. Ask around for yourselves. You'll see.
Fair enough.
There's nothing wrong with the place, mind. It's a lovely village, really. Make yourselves at home.
I will, thank you. I will also raid everything. I mean, that maid literally said I could. Everything's for the customers. I feel so welcome. Hello, miss. Hello there, travellers. Welcome to Alexandra. Dolmegas? Sorry, I've never heard of him. Fair dues, bro. Spoiler alert, he's already been here, and you'll see a lot. There's a pattern. Basically, we chase the dude down, and most of the time it's normally something's going on in the village or town or whatever, and it's normally resulted in him, and we're always normally too late. So it's just like, the hero's kind of useless. What have you got? Oh, you don't have much difference from a Fairbury. That kind of sucks. We have a stone axe though. Ooh. Angus. There you go. Nice. We don't really have anything else right now. Is there anything we can sell that's worth selling, I suppose? Plain clothes. I can't remember if plain clothes is a useful item. I don't really care about club. I don't need that anymore. So you can go. Oh yeah, I forgot to see the strength. I don't want to sell that. Oh, I've got 3 plain clothes. Yeah. I mean, they're just general stuff. Okay, nothing too spectacular. Okay, well, it's fine.